Gen.G.
Today, we witnessed two giants, two of the region's iconic teams facing off not from the top, but from the middle of the storm. Gen.G, once hailed for their structure, icy discipline, and meteoric rise, now arrive with something to prove. Their recent stumble raises questions, and today they are here to answer them.
A lot of doubts on this team after that week one. Boom got a big upset win, and Gen.G did not look like themselves. Even in kickoff, they did not manage to make it to Masters Bangkok. On such a historic organization like Gen.G, that can't continue. They need to change things around today to try and get some momentum back for playoffs.
And on the other side, we have PRX, the pioneers of aggressive gameplay. Don't call it controlled chaos, Alex says. They're looking to find their rhythm again after an increasing number of missteps.
Yeah, this was the matchup that we got in the grand final of Stage 1 last year, and now both of these teams looking much shakier than they did a year ago, facing off now in this round-robin format. One of them will actually get themselves a dub on the board and, you know, kind of curry their favors to be able to get in towards that next stage of the tournament, in towards the playoffs.
This is a big one. I know this is weighing heavily on both teams. They're feeling very similarly. They have so many accolades to their name at this point, and their recent stumbles have a lot of people questioning. There's a lot of pressure from the fans, the audience, I'm sure their bosses, and we have Coach Solo and
here, and maybe he gets a win in this arena.
Possibly. Well, we are already off, and right off the bat, PRX already poking all around the map, a little bit into the B side as well, where Texture up around A has sustained quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, just floating around the side at the moment, however. Front of B for PRX. We know how aggressive they can be, but a little bit of patience at the moment, exploring towards the A site as well before ultimately settling either on a C split here, or if they want to try and bully their way in towards B. Ash has been spotted out at the top of the upper site.
But we also do have the Paranoia already sent out from Jing straight in towards A link. So a bit of control for PRX on the B side, the spike getting planted down, but now they have to push out a little bit more with the time that they do have, and a double kill instantly being found with Forsaken and Jing pushing off to the other sides in towards C link. Gen.G trying to hold back, trying to fight back as well, and Karen and Texture will be able to rock them off balance down to Justify. He might have the salvos, but can he truly play this post plant all by himself? Starts off with a frag, tries to tap even further. Salvos in to deny the spike defuse, but Texture has a great angle against him. It's a headshot or nothing for Defy, and he's being smoked off by Karen as well, spinning all around. Karen sticks the defuse, sticks the landing. Bring out on their somewhat favored attacking side. Still, they're not backing down. We started the round, and they are already straight into the B side once again. Stinger out from Mind Freak, though. A bit of a forced buy from the team, and they're able to do some sort of damage against Gen.G. Instantly, mid-rounding it over onto the C site as well. Jing goes in for the Shrouded Step, where Suggest is now waiting for more teammates to flush through. Unfortunately, though, not quite able to find the shot. Jing will be able to open up the site.
Really well done to get in all together through the Vice Util. And a two-player advantage for them as well. Make it 4v1. I don't think that Ash is going to really favor his hand.
He's out with the full buy round now coming through. Gen.G with a bit of a stack on the B site.
Yeah, just leaving Karen over towards the C site, protected with a little bit of the Vice Util. It's an opener, though, that I was kind of waiting to see which would go. Whose way it would go, rather, and unfortunately for Texture going down, he was the only player towards this A side, so it's going to have to be this massive flank where you don't actually have a proper flank watch to come out from PRX, because they're not playing on the standard Sentinels whatsoever.
It is something that is similar to what we saw on that pistol round, the way that PRX were able to find Texture on the A side, jiggling in the same position. That said, even without a proper trap Sentinel, Mind Freak is now on the Sentinel watching the back.
See what Mind Freak can actually do here. Information would be huge for him, and he will get that, but it'll cost him his life.
See what the rest of the team does to react against this. Salvos instantly just to block off the choke point. Smoke as well, and now Jing hiding inside of it. Is this the aggressive controller that we're now expecting to see? Unfortunately, though, an aggressive controller on the other side in the form of Karen will be able to pick him off. Karen continues forward, finds a second frag. And a bit of a trade coming through from Ash as well as Forsaken. Now something trying to hold out from drop, but no! Munchkin has already found an up from the top of drop. And that's gone. A bit of a Red Bull clutch. But yeah, so now this is Gen.G, you know, needing to catch up to it. Trying to find their own aggression outside of C. They've got the one-way smoke, but the convergent path sent through now. And that's where the teammates get to fill in that space. Forsaken might have lost his life, but Divide finds the trades. Now one away. Well, no, he actually has the Armageddon. A little bit of a tough spot for Gen.G to be in.
Yeah, you want to still go in towards this seaside at the moment as well. You spotted out a couple of extra bodies before, but you do have strength in numbers. The off angle at the moment from Munchkin will be squandered. And now it's just the Sheriffs that remain here, Quack.
Oh, Ash. He was the duelist from the Academy team, but it's not quite going to be enough of an effort. Mindfreak, having noted his position, still able to take him down. The only one left, Texture, on nothing but a Sheriff looking to do some damage. One kill would be able to put him up to a showstopper, and that could be a bit of a chance. Pulls it off, finds something. Does he find Mindfreak as well? A bit of a dig, but Mindfreak! There's a bit of a falter towards the C site, but that does leave Gen.G to free things up a little bit more. Now you've got to just deal with a lone Suggest. And that allows for, well, Forsaken to dive right in, but Suggest is able to deal with the pressure. A double kill instantly found. She won't, not tripped either.
Pretty sure we've seen that exact play before result in the exact same way as well. Ooh. With Forsaken going into a dark cover, front side, getting taken down, and Jing as well. And now, well, you'll have a bit of an answer back, but into a showstopper that goes a little bit lopsided. You're still stalled from getting in towards this B side. It's another untenable situation for PRX when you consider that the spike is also with the entry of B.
You're a car guy, aren't you, Komodo?
Yep.
Yeah. What happens when your car is stalled? Like, what do you do?
What do you do when your car's stalling or already stalled?
Already stalled.
Already stalled? Well, I push in the clutch and I try and restart it, but I don't think PRX are going to be able to restart something if you're out of gas.
Yeah, and that's the problem right now. You've got no gas. You've got no leeway into either site. You've tried in for the dive into C. You've tried for the mid-round, you know, somewhat of a rotation into the B side, but even that gets sussed out by Gen.G.
Hang on.
The only thing that can happen right now is Mindfreak with this Viper's Pit.
Good volley.
Good to slow them down, but the Steel Garden, that gives Gen.G a bit more confidence into pushing straight in.
Gotta remember though, Viper's Pit, the day
up
is
by
here.
the back. Spots up Munchkin though. Ooh! It's not just Alex.
Yeah.
But that said, we do have the full buy now. Something able to spray through these smokes, finding Texture. That's a good pickup.
Yeah, lasering him down. You'll try and upgrade your weapon as Munchkin right now, but you are a player deficit. You've got a lot of the PRX members trying to draw a containment field around this site, but that is quite awkward for Mindfreak. Not expecting Suggest on the lurk, but more importantly on the far forward angle that opens up the whole seaside. And look how much space he is just commanding at the moment.
Going to be able to throw out the timing, throw out the rotations from PRX as well, especially with the utility already placed down. Cycling through his thorns as well, which makes things a little bit more difficult for Something. Not just Something, Jing as well. At least, though, PRX will be able to hold the angle from Waterfall. Forsaken with a good little tap. Two players left, and PRX now pushes in. They've got a little bit of time on the spike. Of course, Gen.G trying to play close plant as well. Like, take a look at Karen's position. That's the one you've got to watch out for. Ash trying to pull the attention away to the front while Karen slowly creeps forward. Something trying to stick the defuse. Someone has it halfway, but Karen, that's when he strikes. Forsaken now pushing further in. Karen low HP, but Shrouded steps away. Tries to get ahead of Forsaken, but Forsaken crouches underneath. Finds the triple in the round.
Yeah, one of the big things on a map like Lotus as well is you're very coordinated. You can play with, you know, some snipers behind these toxic screens as well. So kind of waiting to see what Suggest might look to do with it around this A site where you've got Mindfreak out in the open. How is he able to get away with 2? Make it 3!
Further up front as well. Oh, but the Outlaw punches back. Suggest a bit of a trade. Ash trying to get ahead as well, but Something will be able to deny that. Spike for Suggest to pick up possibly. PRX, they do have the numbers right now. Something beginning to push out of C as well.
I have the spike.
I'll tell you the story, Quack, about a guy named Suggest in a 1 versus 3 back in VCT Pacific. He still has Sheer as well. And for a post-plan scenario too, that could actually be positioned a little bit nicely. The Arc Rose, the Steel Garden.
So Chapter 1, He gets the spike down. What's chapter 2?
I mean, the pessimist in me wants to say die, but
We'll see. He already has a little bit of information off of those utilities being thrown out. Ooh, but a bit of a dink that might have sealed the deal right there.
there's nobody at the A site, and I don't think you're really going to expect that if you are Gen.G,
Okay.
though just the sharp duel from Forsaken.
Yeah, I see that. They've got the, they're close to the ultimates, I want to say. So possibly a bit of a retake play from PRX, but Gen.G, they're making use of the space. They're holding downstairs, and that could allow them to do a little bit more damage. Forsaken, though, will look to get ahead.
Yep. Going for the plant, converted pass on in, combo a lot of this utility.
Refract as well. Convergent paths allows him to find the third. And Forsaken continuing to creep up front. Looks for a bit of support, and that's going to be another frag. Defy picks it up instead. Karon now trying to hold it all by himself, but Forsaken has everything. Understand what Gen.G are looking to pull off. PRX are able to find some counters, and right now with the 3 stack into the A side as well. However, Gen.G slows down the pace. Forsaken looks for the trades. We'll be able to find Munchkin, and with the saturate as well. Look at that. That's how you use the dash. He finds verticality with it and takes down Karon. Mind Freak on towards the other side as an anchor as well. The top fragger for the team currently. 2 kills in this round, and it leaves Ash alone.
Just the Sheriff. See if he can get anything here, but it's not going to be the case. Inside with rifles, operator on weak side, and now you know where it is. So does that give Gen.G enough of an incentive to come and face the operator, seeing nothing from the Prowler towards A, or are they wanting to go to the C site where, well, there's a couple of bodies here?
You might even want to question who is on the operator. If
Indeed,
anything, yeah. Big swarm over on towards the C site now. I just heard them counting down 1, 2, 3, and there's the execute. In with Texture, but still the aftershock of all things finds Karon. Smoke's gone. Showstopper might have been spent, but Texture in towards a deeper spot. In with the Rolling Thunder though, something along with the other teammates will be able to swarm the site. They've got everything covered down. 7 seconds left, the spike has already been dropped. This round is over.
Yeah, unfortunately, Gen.G didn't do enough around the map to really bait out a lot of the utility from PRX. Gen.G, staples. And right now, Jing, I was going to highlight him, who's having a bit of a shocker. So the fact that he's found an opening kill here.
Repositioning as well, something that a position that Karon has played before. This time we see a little bit more of it from Suggest, but he's working. Jing is working alongside Mind Freak to anchor down the C site.
And this is a really stretched wide default as well from Gen.G, right? So what can Texture find over towards this A site? What timing can he kind of coordinate with this Viper utility? Ask for Munchkin, wall up, wall down. Try and clear a lot of this space, which is just a double hold at the A side at the moment.
At least for PRX though, the opening kill has already thrown a wrench into their plans, but Texture, look at that. The sudden peek out, even with a high-low, you know, someone crouched down, he's able to find the frag. That just might open things up. Off of a little kill, PRX now peels back.
30 seconds left.
Divide. The salvos now as well. Can you combo them with anything to ensure a kill, or are you just using them for the time? It has to be a little bit of the latter.
Not unless you can allow for Forsaken to get it somewhat, but Forsaken's pinned down by Texture on the A site. It's just down to Divine and his teammates to try to hold it off. Convergent paths, but no, it doesn't quite connect until Forsaken pushes up with Jing. 2-on-1, does Ash have it? Low HP, Jing gets destroyed. Forsaken now out from Baby Door, makes a bit of a footstep, out with the Phantom, goes for the spray, but Ash crouches down, finds the headshot, the triple in the round, and bringing us to the final destination on Lotus, 13-10.
Little parallels from that position and apply them here.
We'll see if that does pay off for them, but right now, just a full collision outside of bench and arcade. Jing will be able to find one off of the little exchange though, just a full dump of utility, and right now, a bit of an aftershock to allow for Ash to go for a peek, but Forsaken will still be able to rear his crosshairs around. Munchkin, however, will be able to push up as well until he gets taken out. All that said and done, Suggest was able to look deeply into the C-side and past defender spawn.
Yeah, but is it going to work for anything? That's the problem right now. You get an idea from Mind Freak that eventually the lurk is going to be there, and 1 versus 3, I mean, both of these guys are low. But if you're just playing to the numbers, you're doubling up and maybe not, like, gonna get clattered.
Hopefully.
Hopefully not.
High-low. Oh, God, they got away just in the blink of an eye to set up for the fault line. So just stays tucked away. you know, PRX, they still have the spike.
Yep. Reposition again, go for another high-low.
Again, a high-low, and there it is. Jing, wow, a lot of discipline. He's not going in for the peak, knowing that there might be a lot of them on the other side. As I say that, he does go for the swing. Finds Ash, though, not too shabby.
Yep.
And smokes it off.
I mean, we heard it on the analyst desk, right? Switching duelists onto a brim when he's not on the iPad. Just point and click. At the end of the day, Valorant is point and click. Just like that.
Just like that. Second kill found in the round. Gen.G still in the same spot as before. Now you've got Mindfreak chiming on the other end, but Gen.G with the information that they had from before, trying to look for the pinch against Jing.
Oh, no.
And Texture will find it. That's not too bad. In the pistol rounds, able to... And Gen.G start with 3 north side, 2 south side. PRX pushes out alongside the stealth drone. Stuns and relays suggest trying to stay alive. Ash just kind of abandoned him, deserts him. But with that, a bit of information and a timed read as well, Gen.G will be able to push into the B side, blocks them off of the angle with the salvos as well. Will they have the spike plant off of this?
Oh, but will you expect Texture to already be pushed near spawn? The answer's gonna be no. That is so awkward. And this round is actually turning on its head.
Oh my, what happened? With that though, Karen left to kind of fill up the blanks. He finds a bit of a double. You do need to get proactive. Swapping onto different sides though, and now hearing a lot more pressure. Again, back in towards bench. It's up to Mindfreak to pilot this Vise. He tries to reposition himself. There are a lot of smokes up around the site. Pushing out though, Jing will be able to find the first frag. Denies a little bit of entry, but still, Gen.G pushes past tower. And that's Mindfreak gone.
Oh, they should have heard him.
Stingers and everything. Yep, a bit of noise as well, but for Forsaken, just to land this nasty relay bolt, slides forward as well, looks for the third, but Texture answers back. Low HP, but still a doable one-on-one until he throws out the fast lane.
G-wall up at Dish to just make sure it's watching it. This worked for PRX last time, remember, and it's gorgeous to start off yet again.
Even with the camera and the trips, PRX are still moving forward. Just double keying it, as they've been known to do. Suggest tries to avoid by tucking himself in towards a main. Gen.G looking to recollect, regroup themselves, and re-engage into the A site.
Yeah, just to recontact back in towards it as well. Go through the shear together, try and explode on in. Bit of a contact play up towards it, but now I foresee the problem, right? You've got into the site, the spike will eventually come from Dish, because I think even Munchkin got trapped by the shear wall, by the way. You go for the plant, but you've already got a PRX. It's here, that is ridiculous.
Just as you thought that they might have been able to get closer into the site, Karen into a deeper position, wipes the taste of blood off out of his mouth, and finds punches back against PRX. A bit of a flashpoint as well, and all of a sudden, Jing needs to turn his crosshairs away off of contact now. Karen swinging as well. Defy needs to save.
Yep.
Oh!
Not even, this is the caliber of gameplay. Had they come out in the first week, would have been cool. Right now, though, a lot of utility around Arcade. No casualties just yet.
Until, you know, more flashes over. PRX still looking a little bit antsy, trying to hunt down for some of these frags. Jing from the other end will be able to get that pinch up against 2 players. Texture, though, deep in towards tunnel, still looking to get his way out. He's gone away with a couple of kills off his own.
Yeah, that Rolling Thunder actually out from something, not able to finalize Texture. You have the north side wrap crunch from PRX, where now, let's flip it upside down. Let's see Gen.G do it.
And trying to pull off one of their own, but mainly the objective of the round, the spike being dropped. Gen.G needs to come back in to take these fights against PRX, where PRX are trying to retain their hold onto it. Jing has a full kit of smokes, deploys his first one.
The problem is, Jing can just reset them yet again, more so than Caron, so you have to go for an aggressive peek. Mindfreak gets bit.
Getting a little bit too curious, and you know what they say happens to that cat.
30 seconds
Want the
left.
corpse. Give me the corpse. 20 seconds. Give it to me.
That would be huge for Gen.G now, wouldn't it? Something still close by. Finally being able to get detected. Still finds that frag, and Jing off.
No ultimates that you need to contend with on the side of PRX, and you yourselves, well, hey, let's just have a little bit of a dance with our big ones.
Take some big steps. throw PRX off balance. So, but PRX able to have some steps of their own as well until the Armageddon gets deployed. So PRX needing to avoid that for now. Timer still ticking. Something though, his position could be pivotal for this retake. Flashpoint does buy a bit more time. A bit more presence being made known, and Jing pushes up. The trade found by Suggest. Fault line sent through, but it's going to be Munchkin that finds the trades right back until something swings out from the early start. You know, some of these wraps, we've seen them from the past 2 rounds now on opposite ends of the map. Now, a bit of a different pace, and it's a sudden peek out from Jing. Surely aware that Gen.G are trying to pull off the B-split once again. The aftershock from something.
Yeah.
Forsaken now from the back, and all of a sudden Munchkin and Karen need to watch out for many angles, trying to backpedal themselves in towards tunnel, but PRX just... Still the utility dump. PRX trying to find some headway, and it's going to be Forsaken in with the monkey plays! Jing adding some assistance as well, jumps on over, low Munchkin, but Karen finds a tap.
That's silly, honestly. That is absolutely silly.
Still a bit more space though, and look at Jing, swaps over, hands the Bucky back in, and up around tower. Now Munchkin a little bit afraid to push up front.
They know they tagged Munchkin as well. They know that.
So they're happy to stick around the corner, overstay their welcome as it were, because Gen.G, there's no chance in hell that they're giving PRX the boot. Suggest though, certainly will try. So taking down Jing, but you've got 2 left. Something holding up by drop. Oh, nasty flick! And you've got
music behind it.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
Don't know what that song is called, but I know what you're talking about. Still though, next round comes up. PRX not looking to slow down their pace whatsoever. Relay bolts from both sides, but now it's PRX to go in for the quad peek. Munchkin gone. Ash out of position. Texture off to the other end to try to bail out his teammate. A double kill is not too bad, and that allows for Ash to refill that space. Re-peek once again. Suggest out from the top. Mindfreak trying to answer back in a one-on-one. Crouches. A bit of a tap, and Karen's down in the dirt. Successful.
Yep.
Just being able to find these trades. With that though, okay, we got an ult coming out from Texture. Trying to go in for the spams, but PRX are happy to stick themselves together, watching each other's back shoulder to shoulder. Still though, out from the A main area, Suggest finds a double. PRX answers back. It's just Ash left with the Sheriff. Damage found though, so it's still not too bad for Gen.G. They are still in this fight, but at the end of it all, Komodo, you gotta admit, PRX, they are close to that map point.
Yeah, 100%. And with being as proficient as they were in the previous couple of rounds, they are going to be all getting their ultimates into
map nerves. And that diligent aim training paying off for something. I mean, he didn't let go of that target, not a bit. Now PRX peeling off, straight back in with the A hit. Mindfreak finds the first, Forsaken now in with the next, overdrive as well. And Gen.G look to reclaim, but it's not quite happening, not yet. Oh my word, Steel Garden as well for Mindfreak.
Yeah, able to actually gather it from the previous round in this round and use it, and
it feels as though everything is over.
Yeah.
Suggest, Karen, they do have a Neural Theft, so trying to take their time with things, keeping themselves together. Neural Theft deployed. PRX still tries to keep them away.
Time
so trying to play for the time of it. Yes, that's what that utility is for. Forces Gen.G to reclaim space again, but back up towards tower. That's where PRX are all playing around. Here comes the utility once more. Karen out of position, so uncomfortable, just to put PRX back up on top of their own map pick. The final score on Fracture, 13-6. Spike quickly down. Devi on the Cypher, up in heaven. But the main point of entry, up by A-Link. Karen already blocking off the exits. And that's going to be the couple of tags. Ooh, look at that, the double tap! Up to the top as well. Texture has everything locked down. Just Jing being able to find a little bit of a consolation prize, but the round very much in the hands of Gen.G. Ooh, Karen. A bit of a risky dive. The pickup by Jing nonetheless.
Trying to command some space up through lobby and surprise Munchkin here.
It's also a fact that PRX didn't find too much in the first round, so they can't truly afford too much if they want to go for the force spy. But they are happy to triple swing in. Gate crash as well for Forsaken, and that's going to be Suggest rearing his sights. Does find the frag. Now finds himself somewhat swarmed. Every PRX player converging into his position. It's just a ghost though, so not too big of a loss. And Gen.G are happy to get that spike down on C.
Yeah, eventually Jing's going to have the salvos back online, but they're just going to line up for texture.
That's some armor-piercing rounds that he must have equipped, Komodo. Fault line out from something. But ultimately for PRX to try to find some taps, it's not quite gonna go through. Salvo's in, something with the Marshall. Does find a bit of a tap. Oh wait, what?
Hang on.
Double kill.
Refresh the one way.
Still trying to be careful. And Jiggy with the jump peek. Look at Mind Freak's, something's crosshair placement. Oh, he comes back into it. Finds every kill, no defuse, but he's happy with that one.
This map and this cut towards the B side as well, how you try to play around it, how you try to get these lurks happening, and Forsaken's just read into that one. There was a lot of Cypher util here, Quack, as well. It's still here.
Oh, but Karen once again with the Shrouded steps up behind. Something finding the trade, Ash to answer back. Texture has the angle, has the positioning with a Bucky. Mind Freak, though, trying to get ahead. Will be able to track down his first target, the second one as well. And now to just suggest, out from the open lanes of mid. Oh boy, the fake out.
Oh, that smoke helps him put the mollies on.
All right, hit by the flash. Will burn down the timer just by a bit, but still, that came a little bit close.
It looks very close there, doesn't it? I was gonna...
Once again, slowly stretching their legs down mid. Trying to find some trips. Trying to bait out more reactions from PRX. It's just Texture.
Oh, pull back
all the way through. But with the trip, Defy will punish. Still though, Gen.G off of the contact, straight in from Garage. Rolling Thunder collapsed in full. Defy looking for an opportunity to strike, but Munchkin denies it outright. Gen.G has the sight. Something still trying to hold out from C-Link. Forsaken trying to create some chaos with the flash out from Garage. Finds a couple! Out from Jing as well, and that's Ash gone. PRX able. Certainly doesn't look or feel too good when Forsaken's not able to find too much, but here comes the Operator. Able to find the first. Tries to go in for the next as well, but Defy is here and able to assist. Ooh, not quite the gate crash, but still, Karen, Shroud steps over. Defy finds him. Quick to react and quick and aware. Just Munchkin left. Tries to deliver the spike all the way over onto A, but PRX happy to play with numbers.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a 1 versus 4. There's no pit available for Munchkin either, but you get the orb, you get the plant. That's an extra 2. That'll let you go 2 away towards the pit. You've got a minute to play with as well. These are the sort of scenarios that can really showcase value in an individual. If you're able to find a kill or 2 before getting a plant, for example, but for PRX, they are just not giving it to him. Now they know it's planted at A. The question is, Munchkin, how many kills do you get?
Because if he gets enough, that could be a pit, and that could be
Stronger
an
next round.
opportunity. Yeah, next round as well. Namely that. Might give Gen.G the 9 and 3. Salvos at least, just in case, but ultimately PRX has the site currently. Munchkin, though, happy to play off the first. PRX now in for a bit of a triple, but what is that spray? Oh, he's getting the transfer! He's getting the last one as well! Disrespect this smoke.
And they're not really all hanging around it either.
Oh, here it comes, though. Gen.G, the slow creep out, and they have all the protocols in place to find the trades. Jing finding a bit of a punish as well. And with that, something with the support to push out. Forsaken finding the frag, but Ash, off of the flashes, the little corner unchecked. He finds a double.
And remember,
something with low HP getting the spike down.
Ash is not the person that tags something as well, right? So you got to consider how much damage has been done towards him. 20 HP. Fault line going to come online eventually, but Ash has just used his salvos, so he's not going to have them for this one. It's going to come down to timing
and
a little bit of
positioning.
luck.
Where could they be? Something considering, thinking about it. Ooh! Spots him by the little slip. Look at Texture up by mid, though. You've got the trip, so...
Yeah, you can't really get past that, can you?
Trying to keep our eyes on that at least, but still Forsaken to get deep back behind sight. Forsaken with the stinger kill to start things off. Fault line out, but oh, Ash with a nasty right click. Instantly in for the punish. Another dive from Karen, but Defy will be able to convert. Finding Ash now as well, so that's a safe site, a safe plant. Defy hearing the footsteps off the other end. Feeling the punch from Texture Sheriff now, but at least Positions made known. Mindfreak Core the swing, in with the support from something. Suggest still able to at least sneak a kill off. It's not impossible. Mindfreak is down quite low, but in with the sprays out the sides of the smoke. And Suggest repositions.
If you can get Mindfreak here, I mean, you're pretty happy. Otherwise, you just go up with the spike.
Just need to spray him down, though. So back off to the other end. Forsaken now trying to keep themselves bunched up. Straight into garage again, though. The quick punish from Karon. One way off the other end as well.
Little by little for PRX. I mean, divide down. Jet texture. Oh, look at him. Just look at him.
Turns away off.
How is he still alive? How is he alive?
And going. Overdrive back in, and that's some damage done. PRX trying to scramble for some defenses, but Karon's here again to deliver them to their doom. The final score of the series, 13-4. 13-4 on Haven.
And for the first time after 16 straight games.